Your forecast first from the 4-Zone Weather Team, certified most accurate.
I'm meteorologist Joe DiCarlo with a live look outside on this Thursday night. Mild temperatures ahead of our winter blast for the weekend. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and they'll hold pretty steady overnight tonight. We will have some fog, though, developing by the middle of the overnight period by about 2-3 a.m., lingering into the early hours of your Friday. So do expect a foggy start once again tomorrow morning. The big story, though, across the state is the winter weather on the way for the weekend, and we have winter storm warnings for a good portion of Texas, including our hill country counties. We'll have much more on this, how low those temperatures will go, coming up. News 4 San Antonio starts right now.
Tonight, a potentially historic winter storm is about to set up across a huge swath of the U.S. Dozens of states, including Texas, are preparing for the coldest air this season and the threat of freezing rain and ice. Tonight in our viewing area, TxDOT crews are on winter duty and people are raiding store shelves ahead of the incoming weather. Plus, tonight's tensions reach a boiling point downtown. Anger over immigration enforcement in San Antonio. San Antonians and local leaders react to ICE and how police are playing a role. And a packed house and mounting frustration. Parents demand answers from a local school board over members' social media behavior.
News 4 San Antonio at 10. We're here for you.
Okay, tonight a live look outside at downtown San Antonio. Winter weather is on the way. An Arctic air mass is surging south, set to deliver a powerful punch to more than 175 million people across the country, including us in our viewing area. And tonight, people everywhere across the country stocking up on the essentials before the weather moves in. From the airports to the roads, people are preparing for the historic storm. Thanks for joining us this Thursday night. I'm Mandy Noel. That storm system will stretch a 2,000-mile path from Texas to New England, bringing bitterly cold temperatures and the threat of freezing rain, ice, and snow. Meteorologist Joe DiCarlo joins us from the Weather Center. What is the latest we can expect here in Bexar County and in the Hill Country, Joe?
Hey, Mandy. Well, we do have those winter weather alerts issued. Extreme cold watch from Saturday evening through noon on Monday. And then the winter storm warning for our Hill Country County, 6 a.m. Saturday through noon on Sunday. It all starts tomorrow night. It will be some showers and a few thunderstorms. Some pockets of heavy rain, lightning, and thunder possible late tomorrow night through Saturday morning. This is all good news. We need the rain across South Texas, and this is rain. It's going to mean wet streets, not icy streets. But then the story on Saturday is the cold air moving in, and we'll start to see that freezing rain by the midday hours up in the Hill Country, and then this freezing rain will push south, possibly in the northern Bexar County as early as 4-5 p.m., lingering into Saturday night on and off. That's the most dangerous time frame across our 4 zones. And then by Sunday morning, most of this activity is pushing off to the east, and we'll get the sun out for the afternoon hours. So overall, the ice impacts Saturday morning. It's all wet streets from the overnight rain. Then the temperatures fall, especially in the Hill Country. So as we work through the noon 5 p.m. hour, we start to put that caution flag up in the Hill Country. Still good from Bexar County, eastern zone, western zone is just wet roads. And then as we head into the evening, that's when temperatures will start to fall to near freezing in San Antonio. And that's when we have the caution flag come out there and have the slick roads in the Hill Country. Sunday, it's the morning hours. We'll start slick in the Hill Country, caution flags, Bexar County, central zone, eastern zone, western zone. And then as we head into the noon time frame, we'll start to quiet things down, but still have that caution for some of those icy patches because temperatures will still be below freezing. And then as we head deeper into the afternoon and the evening, we turn that green flag back as we're starting to wind down on the precipitation. And again, we'll get the sun out by the afternoon. So here's your weekend forecast. We'll start in the 40s Saturday with the rain, and then we'll drop it to near freezing in San Antonio by the evening. That's when we start to see a little bit of a mix. Saturday night into Sunday, we'll drop it to the 20s Sunday morning, and then the sun will come out for the afternoon. Temperatures climbing a little bit above freezing during the mid-afternoon hours in San Antonio. But a wild winter weather weekend on the way. We'll have more details on the system coming up.
Tonight, Governor Abbott is calling on Texans to get ready now for possibly dangerous conditions this weekend. The governor declared a state of emergency for north and central Texas. The governor and ERCOT say the state's power grid is ready to handle the winter weather this weekend.
The ERCOT grid has never been stronger, never been more prepared, and is fully capable of handling this winter storm.
They say that while the grid has the capacity to meet demand, any icing that brings down power lines would cause outages. With dangerously cold wind chills dropping as low as 2 below zero in some places, keeping people warm is a priority. For the city's homeless, agencies like Haven for Hope are stepping up. They're handing out winter gear like coats, gloves, and socks. The shelter collected 2,300 items of warm clothing during a coat drive 2 weeks ago. They also have outreach workers meeting people outside the shelter to hand out clothing.
I picked this out because I like, see if maybe I can create something for the weather this weekend.
If Haven for Hope runs out of shelter space, people who need a warm place will be sent to other nonprofits opening emergency shelters. That includes Corazon Ministries and CAM Ministries. The city's also opening several overnight shelters from Saturday through Monday. The 6 overnight resilience hubs will provide supplies, power and charging devices, and free Wi-Fi. If you can't get to the city's warming centers, Bexar County will have 5 of them county-wide for you to pick from. The centers are open from 6 a.m. Saturday until noon Monday. We have a list of all these warming centers on news4sa.com. As for the grocery situation, we are hearing of water running low at several store chains, including Sam's and Costco. All bottled water was sold out at Sam's Club this evening. They were running low on other foods. This is nothing to panic over. We do not need to panic shop. H-E-B says it's working around the clock to keep shelves stocked. Some photos circulating online show some items running low, but the grocery chain says it does not expect any major issues. We are hours from the first raindrop of this winter storm. TxDOT crews are already getting the roads ready. Right now, crews are focusing on raised roads like overpasses and flyovers, which typically those are what freeze first. By this weekend, there will be more than 300 TxDOT crew members in the San Antonio area working to pre-treat roads. From the roads to the sky, several airlines are letting people rebook or cancel flights ahead of the weekend's winter storm. American, Delta, Southwest, and United have all released travel advisories. We've been checking with the San Antonio International Airport, and so far, there are no cancellations. The massive winter storm will head towards the mid-Atlantic and New England after it moves through our viewing area, bringing severe ice and snow. Minnesota is already getting hit. Visibility has dropped to near zero in some spots. By tomorrow morning, it could feel like -50. Parts of the south are also in the storm's crosshairs, with a possibly crippling ice storm threatening to bring down branches and power lines. An electric company says just half an inch of ice can add 500 pounds of extra weight to cables. First responders in Dallas anticipate a surge in emergency calls. In Massachusetts, the storm is expected to dump between 1 to 2 feet of snow. Parts of the state are facing plow driver and road salt shortages. Some of that is because a salt company's shipments are still stuck out at sea. News 4 will have the latest on the bitter blast throughout the weekend. You can also get the latest news on our website, news4sa.com, and by downloading the News 4 app. And we